All right, so this Knife Thoughts video is going to be an unboxing, and I wanted to do an unboxing of this knife for a specific reason. So first of all, this is a knife that I bought from Covert Tactical. It's not somewhere that I've purchased from before, but I saw that they were having some really great deals on Benchmade knives on a post on Reddit. And I haven't bought a Benchmade knife in I think like 4 years. I bought one I think in 2018 on a Black Friday sale, and just haven't since then. And as you probably are aware, if you're watching this video, if you're a fan of knives, you kind of have to watch for some, QC, quality control issues. So I thought that it would be good to do an unboxing so that, you can see my first reactions and see what this knife really looks like out of the package. I didn't tell, the person at Covert Tactical that I was doing an unboxing or anything like that. So this should be just, as it would come if you bought it. Speaking of which, good service from them. I should remember the name. I think it's Dan maybe, but they texted me. I actually just moved to a new place and the address is kind of weird, so they texted me to make sure that it was correct. So I appreciate that, and it came pretty quickly too, actually. So looking forward to this. This is the Benchmade Tagged Out. Benchmade has a few designs that I'm interested in, but this is one of the ones I'm more interested in because it has some of the lightweight features of something like the Bug Out, but a larger size. So the Bug Out is a little small for me. Now this is my only Benchmade knife. This is the one that I bought on a Black Friday sale a few years ago, the classic Griptilian. This is the sheepfoot one with the opening hole. Great knife, I've used it a lot, but I wanted to try something new. So this is the Tagged Out. Big box, definitely a bigger box than I was expecting. And let's see, so in here, so it definitely isn't Dan, because it says, "Thank you so much, GS," I believe is what that says. I think I probably just showed you my address and everything, so I might cut that out. So there's a bunch of candy in here, something that some dealers do. That doesn't hurt. Well, I guess it hurts when you've gained a whole bunch of weight over the past couple months and are trying to lose some of it, but fun little thing. So here is the Tagged Out. It's part of the Hunt series. This has the sticker, so it's completely brand new. They didn't take it out of the box to check it out or anything. Says it's for hunting. It is in the blue class though, but it's a Hunt series. Looks like it was made on 8/5/22, so relatively recently, and it does have CPM 154 steel. Not the highest end steel, but really, good steel, gonna work well. Higher end version, or the particle version of 154 cm. So let's get right to it. So as usual, comes in a little baggie. We're just gonna drop that, and here it is. So very orange, which goes with the hunting theme. Right off the bat here, had a bug on my hand. Very, very well centered. Surprisingly, pretty much perfect. Got the axis lock thing. No longer patented, but they're still proud of it, which is great. Says that you can switch the clip, I think. But a more full-size knife than the Bug Out, but it has the same, skeletonized scales that are without the full liners. So it's very lightweight. There's a lot of like lightweight hunters now. I am not a lightweight hunter. I'm, you might say, a heavyweight hunter. I do hunt. I enjoy hunting. I'm not like a super enthusiast. My brother is a very, very great hunter and does a lot of, conservation work and stuff like that. But I didn't really buy this as a hunting knife. Maybe I'll get to use it for hunting. But there are people that are ultralight hunters where they want to have, less to carry. And sometimes it is nice to have less to carry. But for me, it's just going to be a good EDC knife. First thing I noticed, I do like the checkering on the scales. I actually have an article on the fact that I really like these, reinforced nylon scales. So whether it's glass reinforced or FRCP or whatever, different companies call them different things and use different specific makeups. But I really like injection molded plastic handles. I think that they offer a great value, practicality, and you can even have really cool kind of looks to them, like the Civivi Wyvern has the dragon scale pattern, and then this type of thing, you know, it goes along with the checkered look of a lot of gun stocks and stuff. I love the orange and black. Honestly, it looks really cool, and the standoffs are orange. So I don't know what that is. Must be a woodpecker back there. It's my new property back there. I'm hearing some like chopping or something. So that was a surprise, but probably just a woodpecker. But it does have orange standoffs, which is cool. The black screws and clip look great. I like the orange color. It's kind of a fluorescent, but like maybe towards burnt orange. And very small deep carry pocket clip, so it's not going to get it in the way of stuff. And then it has an opening slot, so that's the one thing I wasn't sure about on this knife, is how well that would work. So let's take a look. Normal thumb opening, no issue on the first go. And then the other thing I was worried about was this going to be big enough for my hand? And I think that it is. It's close, as you can see, but I think that it is. It feels pretty good in the hand, actually. And you can choke up. I noticed that there's some jimping there, which is something that you really do a lot when you're hunting, is choke up, maybe even more like this. So with the middle finger on that spot. Boy, it is very skeletonized. The liners are just enough in there to be able to have the axis lock function and no more, which is fine for me. It actually feels pretty solid too. The bug out, you know, will bend. Some people hate that. I don't really mind it too much, but this one doesn't seem to do that as much. Let's see the closing action. All right, Benchmade, getting after it, I guess. So pretty smooth. Let's see about flipping it. Pretty easy. That's a nice knife, I'll tell you what. I'm happy with it. Now, this knife is normally like $175, I think. I did not pay that much. It was not advertised, so I don't think that, you know, Covert Tactical did anything wrong with their being a dealer of Benchmade knives. But I did get this for a good bit less than that, $140, which I think makes me feel better about it, to be honest, with the fact that it is, you know, nylon handles. Even though I do love nylon handles, it is a cheaper material, and the CPM 154 versus a higher end blade steel. I don't really, you know, I use 1095 as much as anything else, but you still want to get a good value. Let's see about middle finger flick. I kind of feel like you could. I don't think that's going to work as well for me. But thumb, you do have to kind of maybe roll it out. So it's like, yeah, you can flip it. I mean, it's maybe better as a slow roll. But the nice thing about that slot is that you get this super classic clip point blade. That's what drew me to this knife, really, is this is a very, very classic clip point blade. Really love it. Love the swedge. Just love the whole shape. Edge looks nice, feels nice. I'm not going to test it on my arm or anything, but arm hair. But yeah, nice action. I'm happy with that action. How about the lockup? Solid. What about unlocked? No side-to-side play. There are no issues. There are no functional issues with this knife that I can tell. So good job on Benchmade. So much for those QC, at least, you know, in this sample size of one, no QC issues. So I'm happy with it. I think a little bit of lock stick there, just from flipping it hard. I think that it's big enough for my hand. I'll have to put it to use and make sure. It is close, but I think that it is big enough. So you can see how my pinky, if my fingers are together, it fits fine. If my fingers are a little wider, it goes towards the end, but I don't think that it would cause any issues. So I'm gonna put this one to use. Why not, right? Got a great deal on it. Yeah, I can't get the middle finger flick to go, but the thumb flick works fine. So pretty cool knife. I don't know if it's still on sale or not. I don't even know if it would be good for Covert Tactical if I shared the details of how you got the sale to work, but give them a call. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out my website, knifethoughts.com, where I post articles on knives like this and knife related topics, as well as on the injection molded plastic. And last but not least, as always, don't forget to go out and do good.